Hello there. As I say, welcome to Halloween month. Over the next 4 weeks, we will be looking at 5 different films from different genres. This week, we look at sci-fi horror and 2 of the biggest landmark sci-fi horrors, Alien and Aliens. Directed by 2 different directors, Ridley Scott for Alien and James Cameron for Aliens. Alien, released in 1979, opens to the crew of the Nostromo, a future Earth spaceship, returning to Earth, and the crew in status. However, they are all woken up by the ship after a distress call is received. Heading to the planet of the origin distress call, they come across a deadly alien threat. They don't know it yet. Once on the ship, the threat is unveiled, and all 7 crew members find themselves in a deadly battle to defeat the alien and figure out just what it is. I'm just going to say it already, I was really let down by this film. I just really was let down. The things that counted against this film, in my opinion, were slow pacing, not many scary moments, and just not much visuals of the alien. To be honest, the pacing throughout the entire film is just really slow. It just never picks up speed. It makes slow scenes of Star Trek motion picture seem fast in comparison. It starts off very slow, takes forever to start the real threats, takes forever for the horror to kick in, and even then there just doesn't seem to be much excitement or characterization in hunting for the alien. I just really felt disappointed by the lack of pacing. And you might think I'm crazy, but as I say, I wasn't scared this much during the film. I will grant you, the first sightings of the aliens, including the chestburster and the facehugger, as well as the ending, they took me completely by surprise. They were easily the scariest moments in this film. But I'm not going to spoil exactly how exactly they went out or they were shown, for I'll let you be scared in your own way. And as I say, there wasn't much visuals of the film. Aside from the facehugger and the chestburster, there wasn't much showing of the final form of the alien shown in the ending. I just really felt let down, because for an alien film, you have to show exactly what the alien looks like, in my view, so you can gain an idea of just what you're facing and what the audience are watching. But not all of Alien is bad. Pacing aside, Ridley Scott did a fantastic job directing. He knew what to put where and how to get the characters to act. And speaking of characters, 2 actors stand out in this film. Sigourney Weaver, who is well known in the Alien series as Ellen Ripley, the main character throughout, and John Hurt, playing Kane, the first victim of the alien. Now, I'll be coming back to John Hurt in a few weeks when I have Doctor Who month, but here, John Hurt as Kane did a cracking job, a simply cracking job. He went from a simple security officer, well, I think it's a security officer, to someone who becomes the first victim of an unknown alien species at that point. So overall, for bad points, you got slow pacing, not very scary moments, and a very slow start, up against some fantastic directing, some fantastic acting, and even in the minimal scary parts, they were truly scary. But as I say, on the whole, I am really mixed about Alien. Some bits I loved, and some bits I was completely let down by. So whilst I'm mixed, I am sadly leaning towards the negativity. As a result, I didn't really think much of Aliens when I went to start it, but when I saw it through, I was genuinely surprised. Aliens came out in 1986, 7 years after Alien, and the film universe 57 years after Alien, because it's taken that long for Ellen Ripley in status to return to Earth. And when she's there, she has a hard time convincing her superiors that she didn't encounter an alien threat. Simply because of no proof, she loses her piloting license and is demoted to an Earth job, learning along the way that the planet that the distress call was first received, has now been colonised. Speaking of said colonised planet, a family of 4 are going out on a sort of expedition out onto the cold planet Earth, and to their horror they find something in there, something that no one on that colonisation would have expected. As contact with the planet is lost, her superiors try and convince Ripley to join a group of US Marines, find out exactly what's happened to the planet, and possibly, in Ellen's view, try and fight the alien once more, as it's been giving her recurring nightmares. As I say, Aliens is that much better than Alien. Action throughout, slow pacing to start with, but it builds up better and better, and even more powerful acting, not just from Sigourney Weaver, but from Lance Henriksen, who plays the android Bishop. And of course, Ripley has issues with androids, following her experience with Ash on the Nostromo. And of course, there's a whole ton of actors in this film. Bill Paxton from Commando Twister Thunderbirds fame, as a technician of the US Marines and really excitable at the same time. Michael Biehn from The Terminator, playing a sort of love interest for Sigourney Weaver's character. And Carrie Henn, who plays the lone survivor of the colonisation, a girl called Newt. And as I say, the action throughout is non-stop and just so intense. It doesn't, as I say, it doesn't stop. Just explosions, destructions, action, mayhem, complete action and destruction in order to defeat the alien. But it turns out there's more than one alien this time around. So on the whole, the good versus bad points of Aliens is only really a slow start up against non-stop action, non-stop brilliant acting, and non-stop visual effects. I think Aliens wins the good sides hands down. But there's one other point I've forgotten to raise of Aliens. The ending. The ending of Alien took me by surprise. The ending of Aliens took me even further by surprise. But as always, I refuse to spoil, because then I just get criticism. So all I'm going to say is, watch Alien and Aliens for yourself, but go into Aliens hoping a lot. These reviews might have been a bit fast and might not make much sense, but I can't really spoil these films for you. I really want you to be surprised for yourself. But as I say, Alien might disappoint you, but Aliens will leave you with a sense of triumph and a sense of pure excitement. And as Halloween month continues, tune in next week as we take a trip to Shutter Island.